Well, hello everyone and welcome. I'm Dory Sukup and I am here today to share with you how to improve your positioning and raise your prices. Are you excited? I'm excited for you because I have a lot of great information to share with you today. And as a consulting firm, we've been doing this for 20 years. So when we get phone calls into our office all the time, we get all kinds of concerns that we hear about regarding positioning. And I just want to share with you a couple of those challenges that we hear all the time and why I'm doing this for you. By the way, this is a complimentary webinar, and the reason we're doing it complimentary, it's our way to give back to the community that has been so good for us. So let's start with some of those challenges that we hear about all the time. One of the biggest things is differentiation. A lot of you get in the habit of seeing what your neighbor is doing, what your competition is doing, and then you end up going and doing basically the same thing. So we really do lack differentiation in our industry. And today I'm going to share with you some great secrets to help you stop that copying and truly differentiate yourself. Sounds good? Yes. The other thing we hear about all the time, or concerns we hear about all the time, is lack of knowledge on how to truly brand your business so you are being the chosen one. There's no mistaking that you are the one that people need to come and see. So that is definitely lacking. You are not being the obvious choice. And then the other thing we hear all the time is the price war games. That's probably the one thing that I dislike the most because it's silly. Or as people sometimes tell me, oh, Dory, you use the word stupid, because it really, truly is. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but you don't want to play price war games. And today I'm going to share with you exactly how to avoid that and when to truly apply discounts so that way your profit lines are nice and plump instead of being deflated. And then the last thing, all these challenges usually lead to that deflated bottom line, which when you're in business and when especially you own the business, that's not something that you want. So what we want to do with our time together today is address all these challenges and really turn them into solutions. So here's the content I'm going to go over with you today. The first thing we're going to do is actually assess your actual positioning and branding, which is very important to do. Then I am going to share with you 4 different secrets that you can actually do immediately to improve your positioning and become the chosen one. And that way you can raise your prices. So I'm going to give you some strategies on how to raise your prices so you can increase your profits. And then I'm going to wrap up with some business solutions that are available for you so you can make those improvements and start elevating your success. You'll be able to start practicing what we call the 4 S's. You need to have systems, strategies, solutions, and structure for your business. I almost forgot my own four S's. So anyway, those are the things that you really want to do. And moving on to welcoming everybody before I actually officially start. We actually have people with us from literally all over the world, and nothing makes me happier than to see so many of you joining us today. We have, of course, people from all over the US. We have many members with us, which is always exciting for us to see all of our members joining us. And we have people from Italy, Sri Lanka, Greece, British Columbia, Alberta, Johannesburg, South Africa. Oh my gosh, people from all over. And it's so nice to have you all. So I want to say a special welcome to all of you. And it's great to have you here. Now, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. We are actually live in our studio right here in Daytona Beach. This is our corporate office for Inspiration Management. And I am just wanting to welcome all of you. And I'm so excited that you are here with us. Now, if you're not familiar with who I am, again, my name is Dory Sukup. I am a public speaker and author, and I love helping people in our industry become better and make more profits and become more successful. So if you don't have a copy of my book yet, please make sure you go to inspirationmanagement.com and get it. But I have good news. Actually, I was just speaking with my editor, and my newest book is going to her next week to edit, and we will be publishing it probably next month. So that will be my 4th book, and I am just super happy to make it available for all of you, again, as a contribution to the industry to help everybody become more successful. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited again. So let's start with a couple of different things here we want to define first. Is what is positioning? What are you talking about, Dory? So positioning is how you actually differentiate your products and your services from your competitors, and then them knowing which market niche you are actually targeting. So that knowing is very important. Like, who are you going after? What is your niche? Just like if you take us, for example, we're a consulting firm, but we have a niche market. We only work with medical spas, medical practices. So that is our niche. Then the next thing you really want to clarify for yourself is what is a positioning statement. And that is a concise description of who your target market is and a clear picture of who you want your consumers to perceive your brand as. What do you want them to conceive it as? And those are very important things to really understand and know what exactly we are talking about, because positioning definitely affects your success. For sure. So I just want to use a couple of examples here for you to really drive the point home of what actual positioning is all about. So to me, when you're doing the positioning of your business, you're actually setting the price and experience expectation. So let's think about brands that you're all familiar with. Let's take Walmart, for example. Who do you think the target market for Walmart is? What do you think? It's people who like value, that want to save money. Maybe they don't have a lot of money to spend, so they like to go shop at Walmart. What do you think of Target? So you have Walmart, right? Then you have Target. Do you think Target is a step above actually Walmart? For sure, right? So you have Walmart. You have Target, so you can go buy a jacket or whatever you want, dishes or things from Walmart. You can go to Target, and you can tell the experience at Target is a little bit better than Walmart. They have more organized stores. They have wider aisles. Their prices are a little bit higher. They have a better experience as a consumer when you go there. And then you have Neiman Marcus. So they all sell almost the same thing. Think about it. They all sell clothes, kitchen stuff, whatever, watches, jewelry, you name it. But when you're talking about positioning and you're a company like a medical spa, you have a choice. Do you want to be the Walmart medical spa? Do you want to be the Target medical spa, pricing wise? Or do you want to be the Neiman Marcus price? So where do you want to be? And the experience that you actually deliver really helps us define the positioning that you are at. That's something that you really need to understand and decide who your target market is, so you can decide on your pricing, the type of experience, the skills, what exactly are you going to be delivering those consumers that are coming to see you. So you really need to be aware of that. And if you were to look at your business right now, would you say you are charging only, let's say $10 a unit for Botox? Are you charging 12 or are you charging 15? So remember, you have 3 different precise positioning. Same thing with if you look at coffee. So you have Starbucks, which is the most expensive coffee. Then you have Dunkin', or they used to call it Dunkin' Donuts. Now they only call it Dunkin', so they changed their positioning, right? Or then you have your 7-Elevens or the Wawas or wherever you go get a cheaper cup of coffee. So those are definitely very identifiable positioning that these companies have done. And my friends, you need to do the same thing. Now, do you think Neiman Marcus, Target, or Walmart compete on price? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Could you imagine Neiman Marcus going down to Walmart pricing? No. So as a consumer, you expect to pay more when you go to Neiman Marcus versus when you go to shop at Walmart. So you need to choose which positioning exactly you want. So you can stop playing the price war games. You can identify your positioning. Then consumers know before they even come to see you what kind of place you actually have. Does that make sense? All right. So again, if you have questions as we're going through or comments, leave them in the chat box below. We're also on social media. We're on Facebook Live, we're on Instagram, as well as YouTube. So make sure you leave us comments. And if you're on YouTube, you might as well subscribe to our channel while you're there, if you haven't already. All right, so let's talk a little bit about you making that decision and how do you go about making that decision. So I was just asking you, do you want to charge $10 or do you want to charge $15 for your Botox? Let's just use that as an example because everybody basically offers that, correct? Yes. Now, when we do the Leap Ahead seminar, we always do this little exercise where we make everybody stand up and we ask, who's charging $10 or less? Sit down. Who's charging $12? Sit down. Who's charging 13, 14? And by the time I get to 15, usually there's only like 2 or 3 people still standing up. Then my follow-up question is this, like, why are they charging 15 and everybody else is charging less? They're charging 15 because they've asked, first of all, and they've positioned their experience in a way where people don't mind paying $15 a unit because of the experience that they're actually having and the results that they're actually having. So it's all on how you want your business to be positioned and who is that ideal client that you are actually going after. So when they find you, you're doing all these marketing strategies. So when people find you, are they realizing what your positioning is, who you are, who are you ideal for? And are they choosing you, or are they choosing the competition? Those are the things that you really need to start assessing, and that's really what we want to do in the beginning part of this webinar I'm doing for you, is to assess your brand and your positioning and identify exactly where you are. And when you do that, you're going to have a much clearer understanding of what you're trying to do and how you're going to do it. So that's what you really want to do first. And you need to find out what is going to be best for you. So I gave you some bullet points here for assessing your brand. But one of the most important things that I'm going to spend some time with you on is the before and after results and the transformations that you actually deliver. Now, when we're talking about branding and positioning, you guys, we're talking about the whole look and feel for the brand. How effective is your website? Is it matching your social media platforms? Are you blogging? Are you using videos? Are you making it clear to the consumers that you are the only choice? And you do that by how you present yourself and your brand and your positioning. So I'm going to share with you some ideas of how to present those transformations so they can act as a differentiator for you and your company. So these are the things that you should assess also, is when somebody finds you and they go to your website or to your social media sites or wherever they find you or your YouTube channel, what opinion are they walking away with? What is that opinion? Are they thinking, wow, this place is amazing, it looks so nice, it's filled with experts, blah, blah, blah. So what are they walking out with? Are they opting in to your marketing list? Are they seeing the results that you actually provide, right? And are they being engaged? Those are all very valuable actions that we want to monitor and make sure that we are doing a great job doing that. But I want you to walk away with this phrase here. I want you to be the only choice. So when they do find you, you are positioned in such a great way that there's not going to be any competition. You are the only choice. And when you do that, you guys, you're going to crush the competition. You don't have to play the price war games. You've got it going on. And that's what you want to do. And you know what? This is super easy to do because your competition is not doing the things that we're going to be talking about. So you need to do it. And I can tell you're special already because you are here with me now and they are not. So you can really make a big difference in your business and totally crush them. And stop trying to compete on price. You want to compete on positioning and expertise instead. That's what we want to do. So are you attracting that right audience? So when you go to assess your brand, one of the things I want you to seriously look at is all the stock images everybody uses. Do you recognize these people? I do, because they're almost on every website. They're almost in every menu I see. And we need to stop that. That's not differentiation. So when you assess your brand, I want you to really look at all the things that people see when they come. And then you need to come up with that differentiator strategy so you can really stand out. You don't want to be like everybody else. You should look at your competition and then do exactly different things than they do. Do not look at your competition and copy what they're doing. That's not what this is about. That kills differentiation. So go ahead and do a photo shoot, have somebody come in, have people. I have so many mistakes I see where you're showing the aesthetic room and it's a bed. Like, we're not selling furniture. You need to have people in that bed. And it makes really a big difference when you're actually promoting that experience with real people. So if you do a photo shoot and then have people come in and take pictures and have models come in, you're going to totally differentiate yourself from the competition. All right, so let's go into the 4 brand differentiator secrets that I want to share with you. Remember, we want to attract the affluent people. That way you don't have to play the price war games. The fact is, we are in a business that requires discretionary income. So those are the people that can actually afford all the different treatments that you offer. So let's go with secret number 1. Secret number 1 is that whole transformation that you guys actually do for your clients. Remember, people come to a medical spa because they want to look younger, they want to lose weight, they want to look healthier. So you are truly doing transformations. So now let's think about this for a minute. I'm a consumer and I'm shopping around for a medical spa. So I go to one site to another because they're all on their phone searching on Google and YouTube and all these places. So when I go from one medical spa website to another, I'm seeing all the same thing. And you're all trying to sell transformations. Yet the way you present those transformations is non-existing. You present it by just saying a couple of phrases about that treatment and that's it. Well, that's really the wrong way to present it. You don't want to do that. The first thing I want to bring to your attention is definitely feature all these transformations on your website. You got to do it treatment by treatment by treatment. You need to feature the pain that people experience and then how you actually solve it for them. You share with them the treatments that you can actually provide and that they can actually experience and be able to have a great experience. And that's really what we want to focus on, is the results. Yeah, I go from one website to another, to another, to another, and I rarely see results. You know what I see? I see little descriptions. This is somebody's website randomly. While I was doing this presentation for you, I just went to one website. I pulled up their injectable page, and this is what they had on there. First of all, they had the price first, which is very stupid. You never want to put the price first, because now we're just focused on price. It's not about price. It's about results. It's about the experience. It's about the expertise. It has nothing to do with price. But in your head, it's about price. Well, you're training your consumers to come and spa with you the wrong way. The price should not even be an issue. It really is not. So you definitely don't want to do this. But that's what everybody does. Why? Why do you do that? That's not converting people. Or I see this. Like, this is how people present their before and after picture. Like, what the heck is that? And they're usually so small, you can't even see. They have to write before and after for consumers to know what was before and what was after. Well, let me tell you, my friends, if you have to write before and after on a picture, you did not do a good job. It makes me laugh. And like, what is that? Why? Why do you do that? We want to tell a story instead. As a matter of fact, we have an entire marketing series for all of our members on Medspa Biz University. There's about 9 different marketing modules where we go exactly on how you should present yourself and how you should position your transformation stories. I want you to write this down. You really need to be telling a story. So here's what I want you to do. Here's how you tell the story. I'm giving you the structure for it. And I really want you to go and do this. So telling a story, here's what you want to do instead. So let's say we have the Botox page, right? So your page should have a hook. Are you tired of fine lines and wrinkles? Then you say experience Botox or fillers. Then you tell me a little bit about Botox and fillers. Then you want to tell me the transformation that I would experience. Don't just show me 2 little tiny pictures. Tell me a case study. So for example, meet Linda. She came to us with the following concerns, and then you would list the concerns that Linda had. Now, what am I doing as a consumer? I'm relating. Oh, I have the same concerns too. Then you say, we performed whatever treatments you did. So these are the treatments that she experienced to address that concern. And then you say, and here are the results that she received, right? So you're telling a story. And then you go, here's what she had to say about her experience. So now we have Linda on a video telling everybody what a great experience she has and how much happier she is because she came to you and had that treatment with you. And then what do we do after that? Which in most cases it's missing, and I don't know why it's missing. You gotta have a call to action to ask them to reserve. So imagine this. Here's this web page with the information that they need to know, and then we have this case study before. We have great before and after pictures. We have a video testimonial, and we have her saying, definitely, if you are concerned with fine lines and wrinkles, you need to come and see XYZ med spa or spa or wellness center or whatever it is that you have. It does not matter what kind of business you have. You can do the same thing. Now, if I was a consumer and I saw all this, and I go to somebody else's website and they're doing the stupid, you know what, that we just talked about, who are they going to choose? Is that differentiation, my friends? Is that better positioning? Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what you want to do. So you want to take every page of your website, whether it's body contour, whether it's injectables, whether it's weight loss, whether it's bioidentical hormones, sexual health, I don't care what it is. Follow this structure for every page, and that will give you total differentiation over your competition. Don't be doing this stupid gallery, and then you click on gallery. And then you have all these little tiny pictures. I can't tell one from the other. No, that's not differentiation. That's what everybody else does. So do it. Do it. This is not rocket science. But nobody does it. So you need to do that. And you'll see what a difference it will make in your conversion rate from people visiting and leaving to people visiting and reserving. Big difference between the two. All right, let's go to secret number 2. Secret number 2 is what everybody does. They're all making noise, but yet again, they don't make a difference. There's no differentiation. And the best way to do differentiation, you guys, is definitely with videos. Videos, videos, videos. I want you to go on YouTube. And I want you to punch in best Botox in whatever city you live in, or body contouring solutions, or weight loss in my city or near me, or whatever, and see what comes up. There's not many people that are doing good videos that make a difference and again differentiate you from the competition. You gotta do that. You gotta be different. Do you know that our #1 lead generation for inspiration management is our YouTube channel? And you know what the best part is? It's free. Yes, it's free. It's a beautiful thing. The fact is, YouTube is the #2 site in the world. You have Google and then YouTube. And you're not on it. You're not on it. What is wrong with you? Now, if you are on it, great, congratulations. I'm speaking to the masses here. And in most cases, most medical spas do not have a YouTube channel. They are not doing videos. They're not doing them correctly. They're not using any of these tips to actually engage, inform, socialize, and help their consumers, help attract people to you. And that's what videos will allow you to do. You can be the superstar. You can be the rock star in your community. I mean, think of the difficulty between us and you. So Inspiration Management YouTube channel, we're like we're global, right? I just named to you a bunch of people from different countries joining us. And how do you think they found us? On YouTube, because they're sitting there searching. So we do it globally. Do you know how much easier you have it than us? Because you're talking about, you want people that are local. So it's so easy to really show differentiation in your local community versus what we have to do to show differentiation globally. Big difference. So imagine you're producing all these videos and you're putting videos out and you're sharing with your consumers, with your community, who you are, what you do, the transformations that you actually help make makes a huge difference. People will come to you and pay for you what you want to charge, because now you are showing that you are better than all the rest. And that's what you really need to do. You want to draw people to you. You want them to pull towards you. And that's what videos will allow you to do. I mean, think about it. People are on their phone all day long. I'm driving. I look over. The person is on their phone. You're standing in line. The persons are on their phone. What do you think they're doing? Searching and searching and searching. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go and do so. We have over 3,300 subscribers right now. We're working, our next target is 4,000, and then we want to go to 10,000. So please share us with people, because we publish videos all the time. We have, I don't even remember, maybe over 700 videos now that we have published. I was trying to see when was the first video we actually did. I think I've been doing videos now for 15 years. It's a long time, right? You can tell, because if you go watch my old videos, I used to have dark hair, dark short hair, really short hair. I like myself as a blonde. And it's true, blondes do have more fun. Sorry, brunettes, redheads, Tara. All right, let me tell you about Dr. Kirshner. Secret number 3 is becoming a published author. And let me tell you what her being a published author was all about. So Dr. Kirshner has been a member with us for a long time. I don't even remember how many years. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see her this weekend. I'm going to Naples. She just opened up her second location. Her first location was in Ohio, and she wanted to come and spend part of the year down here. So she decided, oh, I might as well open up a medical spa. So she was just at the Leap Ahead seminar again. I don't know how many she's attended over the years, but she loves coming. And she was voted. She came to the book writing seminar that we offer. So as a member, you get to come for free to attend that seminar. So she wrote her book. It was about how to gain your mojo back. It was titled Get Your Mojo Back. And she was, last year, she was voted the best doctor for hormone replacement therapies. So she wrote the book about it. She did a book signing. We show you, as part of the seminar, we show you how to use the book to help promote the business. And she's kicking butt. She's opened up another location in Naples, one of the most expensive areas in Florida. If she can do that, so can you. So can you. So writing, speaking, writing books or blogs, either way, articles. You can just start with even articles. And getting published makes a huge difference. I have to tell you, the first book I published totally took inspiration management on steroids. It's crazy. And do you think if that doesn't help, would I be writing a 4th book? I'm not gonna waste my time. It makes a big difference, because when we're talking about differentiation and positioning, if somebody is looking for hormone replacement and they go searching and they find Dr. Kirshner's book and they really want to learn about that, do you think they're going to pick her, or do you think they're going to pick somebody that has no awards, never written a thing, doesn't have any videos, is not very active, they don't know their stuff? Who do you think they're going to pick? Her. And those are the things that are so important to do. Is it a little time consuming? Actually, writing a book is simpler than you think. We have a process that's amazing that we teach. As a matter of fact, all the books on the table here are all people that we've helped publish. So it's easier than you think it is, believe me. And it's something that you really should do if you're serious about differentiating your business from other people. So I would love for you to join us. If you want to learn more about the book seminar, I am going to give you a special offer a little bit later on to join us, because we have one coming up. And all you have to do is go to becomepublished.com and find out about it. Listen, I'm not doing this to sell you on the book. We have enough members coming, which is totally fine with us. But if you truly care about your positioning and stepping it up and putting your business on steroids and truly show differentiation, then this is definitely one of the secrets you need to have. So I shared with you 3 so far, so let's go into number 4 now. And number 4 is just as important as all the rest, because it's all about engaging your followers or gaining more followers and being active on social media. Listen, I don't like social media. You won't find me on Facebook. You don't find me on, personally I'm talking about, I never spend time on these sites. I just don't. I have more important things to do, like write books. But the business is, inspiration management is, I have Michelle over here who's actually doing the phones for us. She does all of our social media. So it makes a difference for the business. And it's not for you to be sitting there wasting your time on it. Use it as a business differentiator. Use it as a business attractor, because you want people to find you. So I want to tell you about my rock star client, Shelby Miller. Shelby is, I have to say, probably in our community, she is the best of the best on how to position yourself on social media. She has over 100,000 followers. 100,000 followers. It's crazy. Now other businesses in her area are actually hiring her to help promote their businesses. So she's turned it into a whole new revenue stream for her. Not only is she expanding now her location, let me tell you a little bit about Shelby. Actually, I met her the first time we met. I was speaking at a conference and she was there, and she used to be working for actually a doctor, and she was in that transitional period in her life. She had, I think, just gotten married, and she didn't really want to be working for somebody else anymore. That entrepreneurial feeling kicked in. So she's like, Dory, I really want to open up my own place. She's like, I'm thinking about renting a room. I'm like, well, that's a good place to start, but I don't see you as being there for very long. So she started that way. And I think she generated like over $1 million out of that one room. So needless to say, she decided to actually expand and open up a real business. And sure enough, right when in the middle of her build out, the pandemic hit. So everything was shut down. So we're talking on the phone. She's joining us for some of our webinars. And like, the place is in the middle of being done, and she had to stop everything. So of course she opened it up. She has a super successful med spa, and now she's expanding again. She's expanding again. Now she has 2 kids, and she uses Instagram the best I've seen anybody else use it. So I would definitely check out who is doing the best, and then try to do not exactly the same. Again, do not copy people. Show differentiation, improve your positioning, and truly attract people to you. Now, Shelby even teaches other people how to do injectables. So if you really want to reach out to her, you can tell her Dory was talking about you in the webinar, and she'll be more than happy to help you. So she also came to the Leap Ahead seminar. And go on YouTube and you'll see what she had to say about that event. And I have to say, she is so committed to her skills, to the experiences that she delivers to her team. When she's putting content out, she's doing it in video format. She's doing stories. She's filming. I just noticed that her baby just turned 1, the youngest child. and she's posting pictures of them crawling. You know what it is, 1-year-old. I mean, how can you not love a 1-year-old trying to walk and doing fun things? So before and after pictures and educational things and adding value to her community. And that's what you really need to be doing too. And when you focus on that, that's a total differentiator. Makes a big, big difference. So I really want to encourage you to apply those 4 secrets I just shared with you and truly make a difference in your business. So let's get to the important stuff here also with raising your prices. Now, I don't know why. There's 2 ways to do business, you guys. You can either have lots of people coming in and charge less, or you can raise your prices, have less clients, but make more. Work less and make more. What would you rather do? Would you rather have just a revolving door, everybody's coming in? I was driving down I-4 the other day. I live in Florida here, going from Daytona to Orlando. Huge sign on the billboard, saying $8.99 Botox. Do you want to have that revolving door of people coming in, getting Botox for $8.99 and leaving? Or would you rather charge $15, have fewer clients, and make more money and work less? What would you rather do? I would rather charge more, work a little bit less. Or still be busy and charge more. Either way, you can do that. So I really want to encourage you to stop discounting, stop playing those price war games, because no one will win. There's always going to be some fool that's going to charge less. And you don't want to do that. You don't even want to go into that game. So here's what we really like you to do as far as discounting is concerned. So we use the business model that we teach. The business model we teach is a complete, proven, effective business model. And what we believe the model should be is you should have 2 different pricing in your company. You should have an a la carte price, which is your regular price. And then if somebody's asking for discounts, or you want to give value to those loyal clients, then they get the value twice, 2 different ways. 1 is through attending events. 2 is through your VIP membership program that you offer. Everybody else should just come in and pay the a la carte price, which is your regular high price. It makes so much sense. And we teach this through this entire business model that we have. By the way, our model is on Medspa Biz University. Everything that we teach is on that platform. So as a member, we have lots of members with us today. As a member, you just go on the university and you can access everything that we have there. And by the way, we practice this model too. Everything I teach you, we practice. I'm not telling you to go do things that we don't do ourselves in here. It works. I'm teaching you business principles that are applicable to any business you can imagine. I just fine-tuned it to the med spa industry so you can just take it and implement it as it is, because it's been proven effective and tested. And that's really what you want to do. And that way, you don't have to worry about, oh, what promotion am I going to run this month? Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to discount? And it's like, you become like Walmart. Like, here's this flyer in the newspaper every week with all the different sales that they have going on, blah, blah, blah. No. Does Neiman Marcus do that? No, they don't. They do sales every once in a while. Big difference between the two. And that's really what I would love for you to really do, is stop discounting and truly implement this business model of the a la carte versus the customized programs and the events. Those are really the only times you should discount your services. So here's the strategy I want to share with you on how to raise your prices. So the first thing you want to do, the easiest way to raise prices is to launch a brand new menu with new treatments. Because now you can rename the treatments, you can describe them differently, you can add different rituals to them, you can add different value to them. So now you can increase the price without having it be exactly the same. Then what you want to do, if you're going to increase your price, then your team better step up. Because if I'm going to pay a higher price for something, then I expect to be dealing with experts. I expect to have a great experience if you're going to charge me more. I don't mind paying more, but you have to give me the value and the experience that I'm looking for. So make sure you train the team so they can deliver that 5-star experience. So if you want to charge a 5-star price, it better be reflecting on the quality of the experience that the people are going to have. Then I would host a grand opening to launch this brand new to launch this brand new menu. And then I would also launch my membership program. So now we're telling people, you can come and spa with us anytime, a la carte. These are the prices. But if you really would like to have more value, added value or savings, then allow us to show you on how you can become a VIP member, and that way you can have special pricing. So there's 4 programs that we offer on Medspa Biz University that will help you raise your prices. Again, listen, I'm not here trying to sell you anything. It does not matter to me. I'm doing this because these are tools that are available for you to help you become better, to differentiate yourself, to increase your revenue, increase your profits, and have peace of mind. Let your business run on autopilot instead of having to work so hard. So the ones are, if you want to change your menu, we have a step-by-step process on how to create a very effective menu. If you want your team to be amazing at delivering great guest experiences, that's why we have the recipes for success, so we can train your team for you on how to deliver that 5-star experience. You need the actual copy system where we teach you how to do the membership model so you can generate 6 figures a month. Yes, we have members who generate $100,000 a month from their membership program. Imagine at the beginning of each month or during the month, you have $100,000 being deposited into your bank account automatically. So everything else from new clients is additional revenue that can be generated for your business. And then the only other time we offer discounts is during events. And this event module here, we teach you how to do 6 figures in events. You can host a 4-hour event. We have clients that generate as much as $250,000 from one event. So is it worthy to make a small investment to be able to improve your business by that much? To me it is, and to you it shall as well. So that's what I really want you to do. So if you follow this process to how you should position your business, how to increase your pricing, and be able to deliver true transformations and get paid your true worth. So instead of going to work, working your ass off and not making any money, now you can go to work, deliver, and earn your worth. We all have a worth. And if you own your ground and you stand by what you believe and you deliver what consumers want, you can't help but win. Do it. It makes a big difference, you guys. It really does. So the business tools, you have we talked about improving your positioning. You can tap into all the marketing modules that I just mentioned to you that are on medspa Biz University. You can join us for the book writing seminar, so you can really improve your expertise and be seen as a true expert. And if you want to learn more about that, again, go to becomepublished.com. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel, is my point, you guys. We have people that have started a medical spa from nothing, and now they're generating, we have some that are doing 3 million, 4 million, 5 million a year by following this model. And if they can do it, so can you. And if I'm going to be in business, thinking it's you, right? I want to be the best that I am. Just like my standards for inspiration management is like, we want to be the best that there is. And we are. We won awards for it. And that's exactly what I want for you. I want you to be the best of the best. Now, another one of my favorite published authors that came to our seminar is actually a plastic surgeon, Dr. Okoro from Atlanta, Georgia. And he came, and he has a great testimonial on YouTube if you want to go and check it out. He never thought he could write a book. He's an expert for Brazilian butt lifts, and he wrote his book about that. And believe me, he has totally changed his business since he published that book. He gets asked to speak now all the time, all over the place. And that's such a great differentiator. When you go and speak, it's definitely a differentiator. So I told you in the beginning I was going to tell you something special we're doing for the book writing seminar, because we have one coming up. So what comes with it is actually one seat. So only the person that's writing the book should come. So this is not a team event. It's only the one person. So you get to come for 2 days and be with us here in Florida. And then we actually have a process where we come up with the entire content during our weekend together. It's amazing. And then once we come up with the content, that content is going to be edited by a professional editor. And then we design the cover for you, depending on what your branding and positioning is all about. And then we post the book for you on Amazon, so it gives you more exposure. Now, of course, once you have a book, you can put it all over the place, not just on Amazon, but that's what we actually do for you. The other thing I want to do for you as bonuses is to give you access to how to market yourself using the book, which would be very important, because the reason we're writing a book, this is not a scientific project. The reason we're writing a book is to actually improve your positioning and differentiate you from others. And then we're offering for you 4 easy payments, so you have no excuse whatsoever not to come. You really need to come if you're serious about making that difference. And then we're giving you $1,000 off the actual event. So if you want to go to becomepublished.com and check it out, there you can see all sorts of video testimonials. Everything that I just preached to you, you're going to see it on the landing page. So make sure that you actually do it on the landing page and do that. And then if you have any questions, then make sure that you actually do call the team and have them come and help you. So these are some of the guys that came to our book writing seminar, you guys, and got published. So I would love for you to come and join us. Now, if you need any help, you can always set up a success planning session with one of my team members. They can sit down with you, go over your challenges, what you would like to improve about your business, and then they'll tell you what is the best way to actually reach success the fastest way possible. So I'm going to open it up here for some questions, maybe for about 5 minutes or so. Anybody who has a question will be more than happy to answer. So I have Tara here who's going to be helping me with that. Again, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you found this information very beneficial. Feel free to share it with others. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. So share us. We need to be shared. All right, Tara, we have some questions?
We do, Dory. So we have questions coming in from live on YouTube, on our webinar, and on our social media.
Great.
So here's a question from our social media. They want to know, what if your area market is super saturated already?
Oh, that's for all the more reasons you need to do everything we just talked about. Oh my gosh. Actually, I love that. So I just bought a brand new BMW. And in the auto mall in Daytona Beach, there is one dealership after another, after another, after another. I mean, every kind of dealership. Do you think that's going to stop somebody from actually opening up a car dealership there? No, competition is good. Competition is exciting. That shows positive movements in our industry. So you just need to do the things I just spoke about, so you are the only choice. That's what you want.
Perfect. Thank you, Dory. So Nadine is here with us on live on Zoom and would like to know, one of the questions is, how do you go from monthly specials to no monthly discounts now because of their positioning? And what could we do as a transition open to that and not shock their clientele?
Yes. So, I mean, you don't have to go overnight to absolutely nothing. It's a matter of training your consumers how you're changing the way you do business right now. And that's why I would love for you to launch that new menu and tell them, it's not that we don't want to give discounts. We want to give you value and savings. I don't like to call them discounts, by the way. We'd love to give you value and savings, right, by being a member. And we value our members, and you get all sorts of benefits for being a member with us. So it's not like you're not doing discounting. I said you can do discounts two different ways. Through your membership program, but we want people to be members because we're going to increase our retention rate, we're going to increase our revenue, our profits, our team is going to be happier, you're going to be happier, everybody's happier. And then the other one is during events. So we can offer discounts during events. Those are the times that you really should. The rest of the time, it's all a la carte. So let's say somebody comes in, Nadine, and tells you, oh, what's the special this month? I'm going to say, well, here's the specials we're offering right now. We have this amazing VIP program that we just launched, and it provides you with savings all the time on anything we offer. So you no longer have to wait for that one thing to buy it. As a member, you get savings on everything we offer 365 days a year. Now, who's going to say no to that? Right? Are they going to tell you, no, I don't want discounts 365 days a year? I would rather wait until you have that one special before I would buy it? No. So again, it's all on how we present it, how we position the business, and how we educate our consumers on how to do business with us. Try it. It's a beautiful thing. I have to tell you, the people that have followed our business model to a T are super, super successful. Go talk to them. We have so many of them.
So Nadine is following up on that. She says, thank you for answering that, Dory. What if they have 22 years history of marketing using specials?
That's for all the more reasons to change. It's time for a change. We're in 2022.
Now the questions that are rolling in is, I'm getting multiple here. What if the team doesn't want to sell memberships because they feel they're going to make less money?
No, they're not going to make less money. They're going to make more money because they're going to increase their capacity. Well, it all depends on how your compensation structure is set up, first of all. Let me clarify that. So they should not be making less money. They should be making more money with the membership program because you're going to raise your prices on the a la carte. And the membership is going to be where your prices probably are now. So they're not going to make less money. We're not doing this to make less money, you guys. We're doing this to make more money and to satisfy our clients. That's why we're doing this. So again, it's all on how you present things also to the team, not just to the consumers. So if the compensation model makes sense, And they're going to get rewarded first for selling VIP memberships, and then second for actually providing the service for all these members. They just increase their capacity because now they're busier all the time instead of sitting around doing nothing. Big difference. So all these little concerns that you have are really not concerns. They're just all opportunities for you to train the team, to adjust maybe your compensation model a little bit, and to actually make things happen in a new and exciting way. I have to go back to the 22-year history for a second here. Just because you've done something for that long does not mean that you have to keep doing it. Things change, and we need to change with them. And what got you to here is not going to get you there. So it's going to require different actions if you want different results. So keep that in mind.
Thank you, Dory. Another question coming in. What if another recession hits and people can no longer afford those treatments?
That's,
They're in a membership.
I am so glad you asked that question, because during the pandemic, that's what made so many of our members stay afloat, because those memberships were charging still. Very, very small percentage of people actually called in and said, stop my membership, us included, because we practice what we preach. We have a membership. So inspiration management floated all along during the shutdown, because I worked harder actually, because we were on a webinar every single day with all of our members, teaching them how to do things to stay engaged with their clients. So don't be thinking that I don't want to do this because what happens if? If that's the case, we would never try anything. So you just have to protect. A membership program actually is the best protection against business disruption. Oh, my friend, go do it now. Now.
So Nancy's asking a follow-up to that. She's a little hesitant and scared to raise her prices for the fear of losing clients and doesn't know how to announce it. Should they send out an email? How should they go about increasing their prices? And Nadine is asking that also.
Okay. Definitely don't want to send a letter saying we're going to increase our prices. Do you think Neiman Marcus sends out an email to everybody saying, oh, now we're going to increase our prices? No, no. Again, if you do it the way I explained to you to do it, where you're launching a brand new menu with new pricing, with a new membership, you're just relaunching the business. So I have to tell you a story. Actually, she's one of our authors, Dr. Sakina Davis. So she used to be one of these people that charged only $10 a unit for Botox. So we're doing a coaching session with her one day, and I'm like, okay, Dr. Davis, you've got to raise your price. She's like, oh, I'm afraid. I'm like, let's raise it just to $11 a unit. And she's hesitant, of course, but she did it because I was very convincing, as you can tell. And she raised it. So we get together the next month. How did it go? She's like, everybody paid it. I had no problems. I said, okay, let's raise it again. So we raised it another dollar and another dollar and another dollar. Do you know what happened in her area? Yes. Everybody else raised their prices. Have no fear, my friends. If you are good, now let me qualify this. You can't be charging more and still delivering the same experience. You have to lift it up a little bit. That's like me let's say we're going to a vacation or to a hotel or whatever. I can't expect the Holiday Inn to charge the Ritz prices and deliver the Holiday Inn experience. Would I pay that? We just paid $2,000 a night in Palm Beach. What was the experience like though? Was it a Holiday Inn experience, or was it $2,000 worth of per night experience? So remember that, please. I'm not saying just go increase your prices and leave things as is. You gotta upgrade your experience. You've got to deliver that 5-star experience if you want to raise your prices. Are you guys with me? It's very important what I'm sharing with you right now. So if you want to charge high prices, then when I walk into your place, I better smell beautiful scent. I better see beautifully organized place. I better see a team that looks like a 10 from head to toe. They're all kept up. They look absolutely amazing. I better see good collateral material. I better see super clean treatment rooms. I better get results. Yeah. But you should be doing all that anyway. Right?
Nadine is curious, is there just any chance the client will just not think that they're worth the extra money?
Listen, you might lose a person here or there, but overall, if you're doing right by people, they will stay with you. Everything goes up, you guys. Look how much we're paying for gas right now. Are you going to stop driving? No, you pay it. You pay it. So again, it's a mindset that needs to shift, and it's a matter of how you position your entire model, business model, and how you present this new model to your consumers. You have to relaunch. That's really what you want to do.
Randy's asking, thank you, Dory, for the amazing information. Now they're excited and want to do rebranding and make improvements because they're realizing that they need it. How would someone go about doing that?
So actually, that's what I would do. I would do the success planning session with one of my team members and then let them walk you through the process, because we have an entire team here that can assess your actual site and all your branding and your positioning, and then we can make recommendations, and then we can give you a quotation as to what that would entail. So definitely would be something that would be worth your time to see.
So along with the rebranding, Dr. Alice is saying, number one, props on the new studio. It's her first time joining, and she is so impressed with their studio.
Oh, thank you. I have a great team.
Right.
Actually, we were building the studio in the middle of the shutdown. So everything is shut down. And what was I doing? I was designing a studio with Tara.
Yeah. While doing...
while we were all in the shutdown, here I am spending money.
Yep.
But you know what? That was a point of differentiation for us. Again, I tell you, I'm practicing what we preach. And that's what you have to do. Was it wise for me to invest the money in the studio? Absolutely, because that was a perfect time for me to show everybody, and my team here, to show everybody how we are different than everybody else.
She's curious, is the studio open for clients of the inspiration management community?
Actually, yes, we just invited. We're making it open actually to all members first, of course. But if you want to come down and be on the Meet the Expert show that we do, or if you want to do your own filming for some of your treatments, you want to share some case studies. So we have a producer, this is really a full-blown studio. Lighting, sound, cameras, you name it. We have it all. So yeah, definitely come use it. Again, give us a call. We'll tell you what's involved with it and what dates are available. And absolutely, I did it so our community can use it, that's for sure.
So now Tasha said you said your studio's open for members. So how does your membership program work, Dory?
So actually, that's another good question to have with a success planning session. But our membership program is amazing, actually, because we literally provide you with an A to Z, everything that you need from that business model that's on the medspa Biz University. And once you're a member, you and your team can access this platform. You can also come to our events, like the book writing seminar will be totally free when you're a member. The Leap Ahead is totally free. The Millionaire Circle is totally free seminars. And then, of course, all the modules for every single system that we have is totally available for you as well. So we have 2 different levels. So it depends on which level would be best for you. So you can go to inspirationmanagement.com, click on Coach Me, and you'll see the flying high. So if you click on that, you'll be able to see the entire program and what we offer. But I really, if you are not a member and you're with us today, I highly encourage you to reserve a success planning session. You can do that right from the home page on Inspiration Management. So you can just click, choose your time, fill in the information, and my team can get on a Zoom meeting with you and actually help you.
Dory, I have a comment actually. Yvonne is here with us, and she said, I love this story. Thank you so much. We're actually members of yours.
Nice.
And she wanted to make a statement for everyone that's here with us. So she started off when she met you and she attended the Leap Ahead seminar. And they've already started seeing a major improvement in their business from just attending the Leap Ahead seminar.
Nice.
Thank you so much. She's already signed up for the book seminar, so she's excited to see everyone else that's going to be attending, and just wants to share with those who are on here, if you are not a member, she highly recommends that you become a member of the Inspiration Management community and check out and see how it works.
Nice. Thanks, Yvonne. It's great to hear from you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So some people are asking Dory, because they're doctors and they were coming in a little late, are you going to make this available for them so that they can understand the full piece of it for anyone that missed it?
Oh, the video you mean?
Yes.
Yes, so this video will be on YouTube for sure. And we'll also send out an email reminder to view it again if you did not catch it from the beginning.
And Mark said he just signed up for the book seminar.
Woohoo!
Anything that he needs to do to prepare?
Oh, just show up. I've got you covered. Yeah, I'm glad. Congratulations. I hope many more of you would go ahead and sign up and take advantage of this great opportunity. Let's improve our positioning. Let's go ahead and differentiate ourselves so people can be attracted to you and are willing to come in and pay higher prices for what you do. On your ground, you can do it. I have confidence in you. So thank you so much. Anything else, Tara?
I'm just getting comments, people thanking you for answering their questions, Dory.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. And God bless you guys. And until next time, stay inspired. Take care.